You could watch this video and you could be motivated by this video, but if you don't do this next step, it doesn't matter. Yes, Sirski. You know the vibes, man. We back with another video, you know what I'm saying? Right now, we are in Pai, Thailand, okay? Yes, P-A-I, not P-I-E. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different, you feel me? But yeah, man, we in Pai, Thailand right now. In this video, okay, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to create the life that you want to live, okay? Whatever life that may be, I'm going to teach you how to do it. It's very simple. It might sound complicated, but it's very simple, okay? And so I know you guys enjoyed the video I put out not too long ago when I was talking about how I quit my job and moved out the USA, right? So I feel like what I want to do now is like a series, I guess you could say. So the first one would be that, the second one would be this, and then you have to stay tuned for the next parts of the series, right? So how do you create the life that you want, right? You know, the other day I was literally riding my moped back from the city back here, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I'm really on a motorbike right now in fucking Thailand. Like, how crazy is that? You know what I mean? Like who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought? I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought about it. That's how I did it, okay? So that's the key to creating the life that you want, man. It starts with thinking. You have to think. You can't just be going through life doing whatever, okay? You have to think about what it is that you're doing. You have to think about what it is that you're trying to achieve. You have to think about your future. You have to think about your past and learn from your mistakes, okay? You have to think. If you aren't thinking, somebody else is thinking for you. Trust me. Some thinking is being done. Whether you doing the thinking or somebody is thinking for you. Somebody is thinking, okay? So you got to use your brain. And the thing is, I listen to Earl Nightingale, right? He talks about this. The problem with most people is that they simply don't think, right? People don't think about any of this stuff. They don't think about their life. They don't think about, just think about the beginning of your life, right? The first part of your life, you really just doing what you're told. You're listening to the teachers. You're listening to your parents. You're listening to your coaches. Like, you aren't really thinking for yourself. But it comes a point in life to where nobody is there to do that for you. Nobody's there to like guide you in the right direction. And if you don't pay attention to that or notice that, then you will just be lost in doing whatever, okay? So it's gonna be a point in your life where nobody else is like really encouraging you, and it's time for you to think for yourself, okay? And I think some people don't catch on to that quickly enough. And so how do you achieve the life that you want, right? So how am I in Thailand right now? If you watch my vlogs, I've been around, like, it's elephants. Elephants are somewhere around here, man. I just went to, this is my fourth city I went to in Thailand. I just been moving around, and how did I do this? Okay, it's not impossible. It's not crazy. It's not expensive. It's not any of this, right? It's doable. You can do this too. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you how I did it. So boom. Number one, what you need is goals. Okay, GOALS. You need goals. Okay. You need to know what it is that you're working towards. You have to have goals. If you don't have goals, you, like, I don't know, you're not really doing anything, okay? Every day I wake up, I know, like, I have a grand scheme goal, you know what I'm saying, that I want to achieve, a big goal that I'm working towards, right? And I have like micro goals inside of that, but I have goals. And so every day I wake up, it's not like oh, what am I going to do today? I know exactly what I'm going to do today. And even if I don't know exactly in detail, I know what I'm working towards. So I know the type of task that I need to be doing. But even if I don't know, okay, I'm going to the gym today, or okay, I'm going to film a video today, okay, I'm gonna do this video today. Even if I don't know those specifics, and usually I do, I know the type of thinking that I need to be doing. I know, okay, I got to do something with YouTube. Okay, I need to do something healthy. Okay, I need to, you know what I'm saying? Because I have goals for myself. I know what I'm working towards, right? Like, the thing is, goals are so necessary, right? And the thing is, if you don't set your own goals, people are going to set goals for you to achieve for them, right? And that's all a job is, okay? A job is goal setting, right? You come here and they give you a goal for the day, and you work for that goal, right? And so it's the same process. You just have to do it for yourself. You have to create your own goals, and then you have to work towards your own goals to achieve them. The same way you will work a job, the same way you need to work on your life. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's this other quote that I like. I think it's by I forgot his name right now, but anyway, it's something like don't work harder on the job than you work on yourself. You know what I mean? You need to be constantly improving, and definitely don't give it all to a job. There's nothing wrong working a job, but definitely work on yourself way harder. You know what I mean? You can't be working a 10-hour shift and then work on yourself for 20 minutes. Like, that don't make no sense. You know what I mean? But anyway, so boom, goals. That's what you need first. And I recommend journaling. I journal a lot. I could show you my journals from like 2017, 2018. It's things like sometimes I just go back and read them, and it's crazy because I'll write down something and then like 3-4 years later, it's my reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because I don't usually like often go back and like check things that I wrote like back in the day. Like, unless it's like my goals for the year, I'll come back every like month or so and make sure I'm on the right track. But just like if I wrote something like 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I'm not like constantly like looking at that. And what happens is sometimes I'll just come back to it and I'll see, I'm like, damn, I said I was going to do this and now I'm doing that. Like, I said I was going to go to this place and now I'm at that place. Like, it blows my mind, and it happens like often. Like, you wouldn't even imagine. Like, it happens often. So definitely like write things down. In my opinion, this is why I like to write things down. So I think so it's one thing to have like things in your head and have ideas in your head, but when you write it down, like physically write it down on a piece of paper, in my opinion, that's the first time it enters this dimension, right? That's the first time it's in this world. At first it was just in this dimension, like in your head, and now when you write it down, it's physical. Now it's here. Okay, now that makes it like, it makes it real now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's written down. It's in this world. It's real. Like, it might not be in front of you. Like, okay, like Thailand might not be in front of you, but the minute you write down, oh, I'm going to go to Thailand for X amount of days. I'm going to visit this city, this city, this city. Then it becomes real, and you can start working towards that, right? You can start planning. You can start saving money. You can start doing all this other stuff, and then soon enough, it becomes your reality, okay? So definitely write things down. And also, you guys probably are familiar with this. Even in school, they tell you, like, it's better to write down notes on, like, a notebook versus typing them. I think it's the same thing with your goals, right? I think writing them down, or even putting them in your notes on your phone or typing them on your computer, I don't think that's as effective as writing it down, right? If you type it on the computer, I don't see that as it like entering the physical world. You know what I'm saying? Not in my opinion. That's like digital. But when you write it down, that's like something real. So boom, after you have your goals, right? You need a really big goal. But you also need some realistic goals too. You know what I mean? You don't want to just be shooting for the stars and not achieving anything, because you want to have a checklist. You know what I'm saying? You want to knock things off that checklist, and then that's going to make you feel good and going to make you want to keep going. Even if you do like smaller goals for the day, you know what I'm saying? It's so many different goal setting strategies you could do. You could like just write down a list of like 25 things that you want to achieve, and then figure out how long each one would take, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years, and then knock them out like that. It doesn't really make a difference. So after you get the goals though, the next step is you need plans. Okay. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. You feeling it? So yeah, and so after you get the goals, you need plans, right? And plans are just as important as goals, if not more important, right? Because a goal is cool, but the plan is like really puts it together, right? So you could look at it like let's say you're a chef, okay? Let's say you want to cook this 5-star meal or something, right? That could be the goal, but if you don't have the recipe of the steps that it takes to achieve that meal, then you're gonna be lost. You're just gonna be doing things, right? So you need that plan, and that plan is what's gonna take you to that goal, like for sure. It's just like, for example, when you are trying to go on a road trip, or you try to go to a friend's house that you've never been to before. The goal is the destination, but you got to put it in your phone. You got to get the maps. You got to get the step-by-step to figure out what you need to do. Without that, you're just going to be lost. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have one without the other, right? You can, but it's not going to work. So you got to have both. So planning is very, very, very important. And planning is probably like the most fun part, because that's what makes it realistic. You know what I'm saying? When you start planning things, then it's like, okay, this is all I got to do. So when I do this, then I do this. Like I said, this trip right here, bro, this was not by accident. You know what I'm saying? This was planned, and it didn't take a long time for me to plan this. It just, I knew I wanted to go. I'll tell you, cheat code, bro. A lot of things, just use ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? I use ChatGPT for pretty much everything, whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So let's say, for example, back to the recipe, right? If I'm say, hey, ChatGPT, I want to cook this meal. I want to make it taste as good as Gordon Ramsay. Put together a recipe for me to achieve this. That's the type of things I do. But instead of the recipe, it will be like my goal, and then like put together a plan for me to achieve this. You know what I'm saying? And I'll put like my budget. I want to spend less than $500 or whatever the case may be. And that's how I figured out all this stuff. Like I figured out the trains I had to take, the buses I had to take, the vans I had to take, the flights I had to take. I organized everything. I put the plan together, and I've been in 4 cities in Thailand, man, and little to no hiccups. You know what I'm saying? And I did this all by myself. Like I said, ChatGPT, but nobody helped me. I didn't like hit nobody up asking them like planning and stuff like that. I booked everything myself. At the correct times, this, that, and the third. And like I said, little to no hiccups. Yeah, it was like some small things, but nothing crazy, man. So after you have your goals and your plans, the next step is, and this is the hardest part, right? Because you could watch this video and you could be motivated by this video, but if you don't do this next step, it doesn't matter, right? It's good for motivation. It's good for a good feeling. But when this video goes off and you go back to your life and your reality, if you don't do this next step, man, it's all pointless. You know what I'm saying? So the next step, the final step, I wouldn't say the final step, but this is a 3-step process that I'm going by. And also this is no notes, no pad, no pen. I'm just flowing right now. You know what I mean? But the next step, right? Action. Okay. Shout out Earl Nightingale, man. He says, ideas are worthless without action. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the ideas are easy, right? How many ideas have you came by like, oh, this would be a good idea. Oh, I could start this business. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. So many people hit me up. I have so many people that told me they're going to do this. They're going to do this. I'm going to be a chef. I'm going to be blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But then they don't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why these days, bro, I just be like, yo, I don't even like, don't tell me what you're going to do. Just show me. I'd rather just show you. I'd rather you just show me and then I congratulate you versus like you tell me something and then I like hype you up and then it doesn't even happen. Right? That's like the little boy who cried wolf. Like if you keep telling me something, then eventually I'm going to just stop believing you if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take action, right? That's the most important step, right? I could plan this trip once again. Like this is like, I wish like the camera doesn't even do it justice. Like we in a mountain right now, like, you know, this is crazy. There's elephants walking around. Like the camera doesn't even do it justice. But, you know, I could have wrote down in my journal all I wanted about coming to Thailand. I could have wrote down in my journal all I wanted about the goals I wanted to achieve for this year, this, that, and the third. But this action, that's what it is. Like that's why you're watching this video right now, because I took action, okay? Because I picked up the camera, even though I was about to take a nap actually, but I said, nah, I'm gonna make this video instead. That's action. You know, I could sleep later. It's okay. It's no big deal. But you gotta take that action, and without that action, it's nothing. You have nothing. Okay, you will never achieve anything if you don't take action on your goals and on your plans, right? You could write them down all you want, I'm telling you, but if you do not take action, it will never work. And the thing about action is, you'll notice like once you start doing it, it becomes easier, right? So, okay, now it's easier for me to make YouTube videos. Now that I'm in Thailand, I could do public interviews because people are down to talk to me. But if I wanted to do public interviews in Thailand, but I was still living in the US, it'll be much harder. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I took that action, it made my goals and my plans just come together easier for me, right? And you'll notice that the universe, once you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing, like you got to find your passion too. You know what I'm saying? That's an important thing. So that's another part of all of this. Like everything I'm telling you, this will work no matter what it is that you want to do. But I suggest that whatever it is that you're doing, like do something you're passionate about, right? Otherwise you're going to be burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like I put out videos every single day. Like if I didn't love this, I would be burnt out. And that's why, like, you know, people ask me like what I do for money or this and the third. Like it doesn't really even matter what I do for money, because that's not the important thing. And I'm gonna make another video talking about that too, because you got to have the mindset has to come before the money, right? And the thing is, people want the money, but the thing, this is the thing that people don't understand about money, right? Money is, people think that you're successful if you have a lot of money, but that's not the truth. Okay, you only get a lot of money once you've been successful. So the success comes first, and then the money comes, not the other way around. And so you gotta have the mindset to be successful. You gotta understand how to create your reality first, and then the money comes, right? And that's just the way it is. A lot of people think it's the other way around, but no, that's not the case. But even on top of that, and I'm gonna make another video because people keep asking me like how I make money, this, that, and the third. I'll make another video. I made one in the past. You can go check that out, but I'll make another one like more in depth or whatever. But I'll just give you guys a little teaser of the type of conversation I'm going to be having. But so this is something that's interesting to me. I started reading the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and it made me think about this, right? So right now, okay, there's somebody, let's say last year, 2024, right? There was somebody who was on a salary that made $150,000. Person A. There was somebody on a salary that made $75,000. Person B. There was somebody on the salary that made $30,000. Person C. Okay. Now, all three of these people at the end of the year ended up broke, right? So the thing is, if all three of these people could end up with no money, that goes to show it's not about the money. Because if it was about the money, they would not have ended up in the same position. So it's not about the money, okay? It's about the mindset. And so you have to develop the mindset, and then the money will come, and the money will stay, most importantly, right? Because anybody can make money. Money is easy to make. All you need to do is just go get a job and clock in, and they'll give you money. Money is easy to make. The thing is keeping the money and then growing the money. That's the part that people don't understand, especially keeping the money, right? We haven't been educated on that, so it's not really your fault. It's not really my fault. It's not really our fault. But at this point, we have the internet, we have ChatGPT, we have books, we have the knowledge is out there. So if you are choosing to stay ignorant, that's definitely on you, and now it is your fault. You know what I'm saying? If you watch this video and then decide not to write down your goals in a journal, not to write down your plans in a journal, not to take action, then that's your fault. Okay, you can't blame anybody else. Like, you can't blame the system anymore. After you watch this video and you got this information, there's nobody else to blame but yourself if you don't achieve what it is that you're trying to achieve, because nobody's going to hold you back. Like, for example, when at a job, right? It's the job force is huge. Okay, it's gonna be so many people working the job. But look, since I've been traveling, since I've been to Thailand, I haven't ran into like any YouTubers. I met up with one, my homie. Other than that, I haven't ran into anybody. So the thing is, it's less crowded. You know what I'm saying? You take the road less crowded, bro. It's really smooth sailing. It's not a lot of people doing this. It's not, and this is just YouTube. But whatever it is that you're doing, like whether you want to be an author, you want to write books, you want to make the best candles and sell candles, whatever it is, like that's the road less traveled, and it's not crowded. You feel me? If you just focus on being the best and doing what it is that you want to do and that you love, like you just navigate it through it easy. And what you'll learn is that, you know, if it's something that you really love and you're really passionate about, nobody can really do it better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if they can do it better than you, if they don't love it, they're not gonna put it in the amount of time that you will. You know what I'm saying? I drop these videos every single day. I'm gonna outwork everybody. Like, it's no big deal. Like, cause I love it. Everybody else, like, they might think it's cool, might think it's fun, but I don't think they love it how I love it. I don't think they love it enough to grind and stay up and don't get no sleep for days and 4 hours sleep, 2 hours sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I love it that much. It's no big deal to me. But yeah, man. So just to sum it all up, man, goals, plans, action. Okay. Forget about the money. The money will come once you start doing those things. You do those things, I guarantee you the money will come, right? But you just gotta have those things. You can't have You can't just focus the money. Like, don't, bro, just put the money to the side. Because even if you get the money, you gon' fuck it up because you don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole another thing. You feel me? Like, the money is super irrelevant. You could have $100,000. Look at the NFL players, the NBA players, all these people that end up going broke. It's not about the money. It's about the mindset. You know what I'm saying? So right now, don't even focus on the money. Okay, we'll focus on that later. But right now, don't worry about that. Worry about finding your passion and learning how to achieve things. Okay, focus on that right now. So yeah, goals, plans, action. That's all you need to do. You do those 3 things, you can achieve absolutely anything you want in this life. Okay, if you want to be up here with me, you could be up here with me. If you want to be in your room doing nothing, you could be in your room doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of the two though, man. And yeah, man. So hey, think for yourself. Don't let other people think for you. Okay. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll catch up with y'all next time.